How you doing? Yeah, we were just trying to use OBS to stream. Oh, I didn't even use my special video. Hang on, here you go. There you go. We're live, apparently. Um, yeah, I was just trying to use OBS to stream specifically to Twitch, and I did not like it. It was laggy, and I can't figure out why. So that might have been a bit too ambitious, I guess. Let's go ahead and make me small in a second. All right. Oh, Canola Plant, how you doing? Ooh, countdown. This one's better. It's better. Okay, appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know why it does that. But we got to get set up for the draft either way. Draft and post-draft preparation. See, the best I can do here for trying to make a model and stuff is this, and this. Those are the three options. Like, if it doesn't work, I can't move it around. I can zoom a little bit by literally just changing my display settings, but it's just and this screen, like, it's just in just the wrong place. You know what I mean? Anyway, I got too ambitious there. But how you doing? Today's like every other Monday, Greg, just kind of a casual chat, but I'm really trying to get set up for the draft and post-draft, which means figuring out what my schedule is, because I said yes to so many things, and also I don't know, getting a list of draft picks here, some way of tracking it for myself would be a good idea, I guess. Also, literally, I haven't done any computer work today, so I am just getting onto Twitter, and I see I have a million notifications. Nothing like getting mocked on Twitter for saying this is saying I know this is mockable. Everyone likes a doodle. Oh, sorry. I honestly forgot I was streaming for a second. How you doing? MP Duncan, you're on the Undroppables. Yeah, I'm on the Undroppables at some point. I'm also a Roto Underworld stream, and DLF just sent me a hey, could you want me to guest? I'm like, why did you not say you were doing this earlier? And I could have, like, that could be what I was doing. But Addison doesn't like me. No, I'm just joking. I think you decided on it late. Feeding? No. Oh, you can't see what I'm up to at all. All right. I'm just playing on Twitter right now. Connor. Dang, everyone left, I think. Yeah, probably. Thanks. Appreciate that, man. We actually got StreamYard's a little easier to read here. So I know there's about 18 people watching. God knows why. I don't even know what grinding we'll be doing here. I'm just honestly trying to get a hold of my schedule. So I guess Google Calendar. And also, I've got to find a way of tracking the draft, to be honest with you. I know it's really easy to track, but I'm also then going to have to update all my draft information in my oh god, what do I call it? Database. And so it'd be good to be writing it down, to be honest, some form. This would be a good reason to track draft capital, because I'd have a whole sheet ready if I was doing that. Hey, screw you, Connor. Yeah, I was meant to be here about an hour ago, but I just was not ready. I don't know what to tell you. I got coffee to make and things to do. My idea is to slowly start streaming earlier and earlier until all of you go away. No, I want to start streaming in the day and get fantasy work done, and then I can move on in the morning, and then I can move on with my life, and then go, because I'm working a lot of nights at the moment. And from there, I can, get a handle on my life a little bit and make YouTube a little separate. From the content I'm making, speaking of which, I should be wearing some sort of fancy shirt. Hang on. There you go. Trade Addicts. That's fancy, right? I'm a Trade Addicts fan now. My podcast daddy can keep us company. The other good part about streaming instead of trying to make YouTube content is I can listen to music. So I think all my notifications are just talking to Cooter Doodle about the podcast. Yeah, the only problem with streaming in the morning or earlier, this isn't the morning, I know, but everyone's at work. Detroit Beastie, how you doing? Yeah, I got a haircut and a fancy shirt. I am rolling. We're in it. There we go. I'm somewhere at 9:30. We need Google Calendar or something. Justin Wright, where's he from? Anyone know? "12 personnel? Is that a thing? Is that the Undroppables podcast?" I mean, personally, I think the name of your podcast should be easy to find. Guys are mean. There we go. It's Monday grind, not regular stream. So change the background. How we doing? Here it is. See, DLF want me to sign up for like a time slot, like I'm some kind of guest. And is this 7 p.m.? That must be 7 p.m. But I really got to figure out where else I'm at. Let's see. 2-on-1. Is that Justin Wright's podcast? I've got to start writing stuff down, man. I'm sorry, Justin. I don't know the name of your podcast off the top of my head. Oh, it's sub to Twitch and YouTube. Someone told me I have to ask. Apparently, it's like mandatory. So I made this thing last night. Alaska. I'm just going to call you Alaska, I guess. To convert ADP into some sort of usable format where you can just paste ADP and note the month, and it's not very technical. And it tracks how much ADP has changed. And I don't think he's been able to figure out how it works. This is a problem when you don't video everything. So we're going to show him how the helper column works. Okay, so tomorrow night I'm on the 14 Personnel podcast from 9:30 Eastern. All right. Wow, I might have double scheduled people already. All right. Also, the 2-on-1 podcast, apparently. So I got to go find them. Oh, that's Tommy Mo. Okay. I think I might have missed. All right. Yeah, I've been trying to keep track of it through Google Calendar, but I've been doing a bad job. See, I don't have anyone noted. All right, let's. I think that might be on the hold note. All right, there we go. All right, so who else did I say yes to? Matt definitely. Also, this guy. Yeah, but he asked me like 3 months in advance, so. Not to show you all my DMs and shit, but it's the only way I have. It's the only place I have this tracked at all. All right, Matt. When did we see? 10 p.m. on Friday. All right. I'm pretty sure this is a podcast they went on a couple days ago, and I'm pretty sure I just put the wrong date in. Yeah, let's delete this one. All right. So on a podcast tomorrow between 9 and 10. I really don't have anything written down for Thursday, and I know I'm meant to be somewhere. Okay, we're hitting Twitter. Okay, so if I promise to be that's gonna make some actual professional people mad if I have to say that publicly. All right, let's just figure this out. Problem is, I get so many DMs that are so far down at this point because they scheduled it like last week, where they're all organized people. No. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I remember, and I was on that podcast the other week with Michael, and I think that's the one. Yeah, the Undroppables guy. He's a ball of fun, by the way. I really enjoyed talking to him. Hey, yeah, he didn't mess it up. I just don't think I put enough instructions in it, and it's hard to understand how someone else's sheets work unless you spend a lot of time trying to figure out what other people's sheets work, and you just get used to it. MP Duncan, how you doing? Tommy was last week. Sorry, I should read chat more regularly, and you could have told me that. I know. Thursday, 11 p.m., the Undroppables. MP Duncan, that sounds about... Yeah, I'm on the Undroppables, right? Thursday, 11 p.m., Undroppables. Got it. And there was someone that... I thought it was Dave, but I can't find the message there. And Thursday's night one, right? That's big draft day. Day one. Thursday, right? Oh, there it is. Yes. 9 to 10 on Thursday. But I just read that DM and he said 10 p.m. on Friday, so I wrote it damn wrong again. Delete this one. All right, the Undroppables. Yeah, I already got that one on here. So on the Undroppables at, like I said, 11 p.m. on. Nice. Friday, I'm on the Roto World. Saturday, nothing scheduled. But I do have someone else scheduled on Thursday, and I'm trying to figure it out. I'll be on with Jax. What? 11 p.m. Right. Yeah, there's someone else. So many DMs. No, it's not Dave. Okay, so who else has an avatar that looks like Dave? Who asked me? No, that's a guy who was interested in projections. I've just completely left hanging. Someone I forgot to reply to. Oh, come on. I probably insulted 14 personnel not recognizing which podcast they were from. Nope, that's Hollywood. Like, I swear there's Thursday, 11 p.m. to 12 p.m. Is that the Undroppables? Is Chalk on the Undroppables? Like, you all got to stop contacting me about the same pod. I can't handle this. Is this actually live? Yes, Joannis, this is actually live. How you doing? Exciting stuff, I know. I wish, like, I gotta hang on. I can't with this damn box being like right over my face constantly. So I'm moving the camera. There we go. Like, my natural inclination is to lean this way, and I keep falling behind it. I'm trying to figure out my schedule for the draft. Like, there's someone else I'm meant to podcast with, and I want to sign up for DLF because they've got some times for me to sign up for, and I also have to do some work at some point, and I thought I could make that something I do on stream. I'll try and help him. I'll try and help convince him, Connor, but I need to know who he is. Best players come undrafted. That's the only problem with that. No, my clothes off. Chalkers and droppables, yeah. Okay. Appreciate it. Sorry, I don't. You all have so many handles. Well, you just have one handle, but there's no excuse. I was trying there, and I can't think of it. I'm bad at the organization, but I'm trying to get better today. We're gonna write it down. We're gonna know for sure. No, because someone was scheduling me, and I was telling them I'm going on the Undroppables at some point. And then when I told them, they're like, "Oh, that's the graveyard shift. You should come on in prime time with me." And I was like, "Later the better for this kind of thing, to be honest." But okay. And I remember that conversation, but I can't remember who I was having it with right then. And that means I can't remember where I'm meant to be. Todd, was it you? More notification. Okay. Joannis, by the way, I do recognize you from my YouTube comments, and I really appreciate it. And I hope I got to respond to you before you disappeared, so that you know that this is live. Because I really do appreciate it. You've been really encouraging and commented on every video so far, I believe, and I appreciate it. MP Duncan, yeah. I already went through that one. Welcome back to your YouTube live streams. Now, I'm still streaming on Twitch. Just to be clear, this from StreamYard, I stream to everywhere. It's just a little more limited in what I can do with my screen, and I was trying to improve that, and it did not. It did not work, or at least I got too frustrated too quickly and bailed out of it. 2018. Okay, that's what's going wrong. Yeah, he didn't understand he didn't know what data I had in there. Oh shit! I read it now. I'm not going to be able to find that again. Someone wants me to review that draft kit, and I just agreed to it, and now I'll never find it. Okay, we just. For the love of God, chat, help me out. When should I go on the DLF live stream here? I got anywhere from now it's 8 p.m. apparently. Oh, what's going on here? So, draft night 2, okay, and draft night live stream, okay. Addison, you around? God, this is more like this is hard. Figuring out my schedule is harder than any fucking stats grind I've ever done in my life. New streaming hours. Next thing you know, Peter will be talking about his favorite tight ends and best metrics for quarterback evaluations. Gee, don't put that evil on me. Thanks. So, Kevin, per your notifications yesterday, this will be around your new stream times. Yeah, I'm trying to move it earlier and earlier. I'm going to try and get my streaming hours to around, I don't know, 9 to 12 or something. If I could get all my stats grinding and streaming done in the morning, then I could do my live stuff and then do my night job and then do maybe YouTube videos at night. That's kind of the plan, but it's kind of a work in progress right now. This is like the worst week to try and figure it out as well, because everything's going to get thrown all to hell around the draft. Okay, so what am I doing Friday? So far, our plan for Thursday night is 11 to 12. I'm on the Undroppables, and also someone else, but I can't find it. I can't ignore this DM now. Yeah. Thanks. That's really helpful, Michael. I appreciate you checking out the stream and dropping me a DM, but now I have like 5 different DM threads about one podcast, and I still can't find the one I'm missing. Ooh, a spam risk. Nice. Lord. Mm. Sorry, boring. Okay. Can I search my DMs? Is there a Twitter search function for that? Because I gotta get this figured out. I'm just gonna start signing up for shit, and I'm sure they'll let me know draft night I'm meant to be somewhere else. So on draft night, I'm already booked after 11. Neat. I tell you what, I'm just... There we go. I'll be on there at 12:30, I guess. Just last ditch. If I'm on the undroppables till 12, I can drop in. There we go. There we go. No, I swear someone asked me to come on between 9 and something, so... Okay, no, I can't... Wait. Thursday at 11, I can't do that. I wanted to get next to Russ. I want to talk to Russ, but that won't work. There we go. I'm just going to plan to be on the DLF live stream a lot. And hopefully I told that other person like 9 o'clock. 10:30 to 11. And on Friday, I'm on the Roto Underworld at 10. So outside of that, I'm free. There we go. Draft night 2, right? I scheduled that run, right? Yep. I mean, schedule shouldn't be this hard. That's what I think. I'm missing a podcast. I know it. So I'll plan to be on from like 10:30 onwards. I gotta find that other podcast, man. And then on Friday, well, it's gonna be the end of draft night 1. Going the Roto Underworld. So far, that's all I've caught up with. So we're probably just gonna have to quit and ask everyone to remind me. Nerds. Dude, you can see the way I made it. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. All right. Let's actually figure out the draft a little bit because this schedule thing's got me really freaking stressed. This is some research I'm doing on wide receiver size, by the way. Sorry, it's just a sheet I have up. Also, I've got this one where I'm figuring out different ways of regressing to the mean, so we can practice the projection model, or add that to the projection model when we start building it. But yeah, tell you what, we need. I'll tell you what we need. I actually have some sort of database tracking NFL draft picks, and we need to redo that. This is based on the NFL.com data. If I could do that, then I could easily implement it into this sheet. Now, I'm actually tracking draft capital a slightly different way in the major sheet. And then I just outright list it. But I've got this in here. It'd be great to be able to add to it. I wonder. Do I still have that thing? Track history. Would that easily format back in? Yeah, a little bit. Okay, so here's the thing with manual. Excel is more manual than anyone wants to admit. Or I want to admit, because coding's so automatic and you write the thing and you do it. And with sheets, you basically have to do a lot of the handwork yourself. Wait. So what I've got here is just a copy and paste of the NFL draft pick history. And then you find a way to basically incorporate into other sheets. So I wonder if I could use that. Sometimes Google's faster than the websites you're actually trying to use, believe it or not. Another thing I could do, especially if I learn R, is use this. I don't know how to go about it yet. I'm just kind of looking around for some ideas. That website's not for me. Top 50 picks? Why would I want just top 50 NFL? Nope. That's just an article. I can't find literally the page I used to get that from. Oh, well, sorry. See, I'm thinking of switching my screens around so that stuff's happening. What did Ross say? Oh, screw you, Kevin. Check Riley Keelan's DMs. You read it by accident earlier. Okay. Yeah. He sent me a link to that thing they want me to review, I guess. Or take a look at. I don't know what they want. Draft tracker? Close. But that's going to be good for the... When the draft rolls, they slowly take it off. But I'm looking for a history here, guys. Well, I guess this one might be dead. Anyway. So what we could do... That's a shame. Because, you see, I hadn't even gotten all the IDs linked up. So, new plan. I need a list of all the IDs and names in the 2021 potential class. So the name database might be the best way to go, actually. Maybe, yeah, I should just get it live. Yeah, all right. Let's do this. So what I'm going to grab is my names and IDs, so they're all next to each other. I'm not going to need the age or the year helper. Although I will need some stuff. Let's do school, draft year, draft round, draft pick, and year. Yeah, those are things I track. Let's just invent one, eh? That's what I normally end up doing anyway, even if I've done it before. All right. So I don't want to have to manual enter all of this shit, to be honest with you. So we're just gonna make a new one. That's the idea here. We don't care about BBs. I kind of like tracking positions I don't track, if you know what I mean, though. Just in case I ever want them. But I really want to make sure I got to start linking up their IDs. Every sheet I'm in, I'm like, all right, I guess I have to. That's a new thing I have to do, so I can stop doing so much manual work. I can used to use 2019 as a template here. There we go. Oh, it's crashing on me. Nice. Okay, yeah, that's crashing on me. Okay, yeah, dude, yeah, kind of. Oh, my Discord's in class, apparently. So we got to make some element of this. Like, oh, wow, I missed a lot of you. I apologize. On a Dynasty note, Michael Carter has firmly been moved to my RB4. Yeah, I like him a lot. Want to become famous by fault? No, I don't. Thank you. I really don't. What day are you on the Unstoppables? The Undroppables? I don't know, Thursday, I think, from 11 p.m. onwards. Hey, Pete, in a previous video, you mentioned you'd be on a podcast between 9 and 10 with Stephanie Smalls. Yeah, Stephanie was meant to be on it. Thank you. Smalls, and where are you? How do I at you from here? Screw this. Why organize yourself when you can let other people do it? So what I can do live is actually in between picks, because there's always a bunch of time anyway, is I can look up their IDs and add them so I don't have to do the 2020 class the way I have to do every other class. And then slowly add the selections in. Yeah, I think something like this will work. And it'll be easier to, see, I've got a draft history going back all the way to 1936. I'd hate to ruin it. But I do have a lot of IDs left to link up. Well, none of these are great, to be honest with you. So why don't we... No, we're not deleting it, but... I need a way to get it in this easier, and I don't have one. It's just manual entry, man. Without having to update everything I've got going all the way back to 2000, I'm just going to have to manual entry it, which really rather not. Thanks, Steve, by the way. Do you know any of the live draft shows people are doing the day of the draft? Yeah, I do. The day of the draft DLF has a live stream going all the way from 7 till past midnight. And I've just signed up to be on that a few different times. Let's see. Let me show you the professional organization. This one? Yeah, this is day of the draft night. This is a sheet they sent me to sign up. Let's see what we got. Yeah, that's me. Kyle Schumacher and Addison Hayes are going to be hosting and co-hosting all night from 8 p.m. until past midnight. Mike Evans is on from 8. Jeff Mueller is on from 8:30. And Nathan Powell's on at 10. I'm going to be on there, hopefully, unless I've scheduled this wrong, from 10:30 to 11. They're doing it in 15-minute increments. I mean, what kind of guest spot can you do in 15 minutes? You know what I mean? And then I've signed up to come on back at the end because I like that idea. Where's my schedule? There we go. There we go. The Undroppables is doing a stream that. Sorry, I forgot. I stopped answering the question. Yeah, the Undraftables. Okay, the Undroppables is doing a stream. I'm going to be on that from 11 p.m. to midnight. So I'm assuming they're going to be on from around 7 as well. Oh, Stephanie doesn't know the damn time either. Cash, how you doing, man? All right, so where was I? Draft tracker, right? So you see, this is kind of the form. Oh, you can't see. This is kind of the format my main college database is in. It's all these columns going back to 2000 with different bits of data. And if I want to update like landing spot or draft pick, then I have to go through the whole damn thing, or I have to pick and choose because this is all listed by college season. Like there's just not just one. I guess I could just make it one line per player, I guess. Yeah, I could do that. Because I have IDs here. So yeah, I definitely could actually. Because this is everyone. It's not just people that are going to be drafted, frankly. And I kind of want to keep their IDs around so that I can add in some of these linebacker and DB and cornerback IDs one day. If they have IDs, I kind of want them linked up to it straight away, from the day of the draft. And if I'm manually putting their draft capital in, I can do that right from the start, and I have to keep going back and doing it like this. Also, it would be nice if I could do it somewhat dynamically so that, I also have to add undrafted free agents at some point. Just need to learn R and automate all of this, to be honest. Is that a good list of draft history? Appreciate it, iRegs. Draft archive, nice, thank you. I mean, I have the archive, to be fair. Yeah. Unfortunately, that's why we get on. We both suck just as hard at stuff. Yes, Steph, but it's when you get sent two links at the same time. You know what I mean? See, the reason I'm trying to organize myself is so I can tell people. I figured out, through the smarts in my big brain, that if I can't tell you where I'm going to be, there's no reason for you to come watch because you don't know when I am or where I am. So why would you, So I need to be able to say things like, yeah, 11 p.m. on draft night, I'll be on the Droppables. And from 10, I'll be on the DLF live stream, and check Twitter for the thread, I guess. Yes. Guest area. Oh, that's that thing I was meant to look at. He gave me the code too. Ryan Keeley, good dude, who I keep forgetting. Pioneer 21. That's me, baby. I just showed that to everyone. I don't know if that matters. Sure. And I have 10 compromised passwords, apparently. Oh, this is from the Galaxy Brains or the whatever, the Astros, or yeah, Jetpack Galileo. He's neat. I like him. Anyway, what was I? Sleeper Basics. No, that was me trying to learn R again. It went badly, if you're wondering. All right, where were we? Yeah, I think for right now, I'll probably figure it out as I go because there's a lot of downtime during the draft where I'm just, well, I'll let my other people on podcasts actually try and carry the show for a change. Shade. And I'll figure out what I can do with this. But I want to list who gets picked where, and then I want to hook them up to IDs as quick as I can because from that, that'll just make my life so much easier. And at least the 20... I don't even have the 2021 draft in here. It stops at 29. Hang on. No, that can't be true. I know I did the 2021 draft. That should be in the same format. Yeah, there it is. Nope, I stopped doing it in 2019. You motherfucker. That's why, because that page must have disappeared. That page from NFL.com must have disappeared in 2020, I guess. See, it's not about getting the information. I got the information. I got it myself. But if I can get it in the same format, then I don't have to fuck around with it as much. I can just copy and paste, honestly. Draft tracker, I used to find it through the draft tracker, but you had to modify the link a little bit. All right, NFL. Give me your secrets. Know what I mean? No, they got nothing like it anymore. It's a really useful page. Why would you keep a really useful page around? You know what I mean? It's fantasy. Oh, yeah, yeah. Damn it. This is why I started just making my own, to be honest with you. So I guess this is mine now. And I'll have to re-up the 2020 draft. In fact, let's do that. Why not? No one else is going to keep a stable fucking list of shit. I'll do it myself. Yeah. I mean, PREF does it, but they put in so much shit and they don't let you download. I mean, look at all these excess columns, man. Don't want this. I didn't want to be. I didn't want to be the hero everyone needed. Feels so epic. All right. Pardon me. Actually, Matt could actually really help me out with this now I think about it. Because he can manipulate sports pro football reference with, I think he uses Java really effectively. I don't need really their age, because if I can link them up to their ID, then everything else flows from there. Landing spot, though, that I need. I'm just going to check I don't have multiple Jacksonvilles and stuff. Yeah, JAX, apparently. San Francisco's got 2. Damn it. SFO or SF? I personally always preferred SF. Okay. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. All right, that's that done. See, if you can link up an ID, you don't have to keep track of literally everything, because you can always just go re-import it. All right. I wonder if they're going to make my life easier with a 2021 link. No, they don't have the 2021 page ready yet. So we'll just mimic 2020, I guess. Stop scooting around on me. All right. And they won't have PREF IDs yet, actually. Good point. There was only one Brian Edwards. Look at that. Nice. Ugh, crap it. Time is it? 1:30? Shit, I gotta go soon. I'm using an index match formula to look up previous IDs. Like I have that name database. It has most of this now I think about it. Problem with I found is having a name database separate from my main sheet just meant I kept updating my main sheet and forgetting to update the name database. And also it's mostly just tracking fantasy relevant players, so that didn't work out as well as I hoped. So if I allow this to be a little bit more manual. Since I watch the draft, I can do it manually one player at a time and only have to do it once, and then everything else can kind of flow from there. That's my idea. My eyes, yeah, sorry, man. I'm not tell you streaming on. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. All right. I guess, yeah, let's drop what's going on here and go look at. Let's go try and fix Kash's problem. Sorry, man. I struggle with words. So this is your version, right? You've got the ADP you want in here. Added draft, yeah, okay. And until we get it hooked with IDs, this is all going to be manual entry with a little bit of a cheat. So where's the ADP? This is it. And you're trying to import it into sheet 2? Yeah. Look, if you're going to go from RotoViz to DLF, it has to be hooked up to IDs, man. Index match and search functions are only going to get you so far without you having to manually go through. And literally the first time I set up my database, it took me a full year to get it up and running because it's not just an occasional Mike Williams or David Johnson. It's a fucking nightmare. They change their names. They change their format. They have juniors. They have those little threes. And the substitute formula will help you, the one we got in Discord. But sheet 2 disappeared. You're making me look paranoid here. So, I mean, it's possible, but it's better just to do that full grind once, which means before anything else, we need. Oh yeah, there's a substitute formula. Oh, you got something hidden here, right? No, where's it looking it up? Oh, okay, I see you. It means before, just do it once. Like instead of doing all that, without hooking up with IDs, I think we should hook DLF up to IDs, and I've started it. I'll show you what I've got raw form, but it's gonna, like I say, it's a like a buy once, cry once thing. Like I'm slowly gonna hook it up to IDs. This is the saved version, I think. Where's my? Yeah, there's my helper column. Don't tell me I backed out of it. Don't tell me I chickened out. Ah, I didn't save it. Yeah, but we're going to get these guys literally listed with their college ID would be best. Once, which is a pain in the ass, but that means we can constantly reconvert it and reattach it to Rotoviz, because I've already got Rotoviz and CFB IDs tied up. And that was a buy once, cry once thing. And this is why I have trouble getting DLF data hooked up, because I hate doing it. But hang on, wait, I swear I was attaching them. Oh, don't tell me I didn't. See what? It's like using a helper column. It can only get you so far. Shit. I swear I started doing that. Is this my actual sheet? Yeah, it is. All right. Hang on a second here. You see, the one I was playing with earlier where it created the logarithm formula for expected draft capital? I did a quick ID connect. And it was really useful. And that's how we could do all of that. You see, I got the IDs in here, so I could use the IDs directly and not have to worry that I was looking up the wrong Michael Thomas or whatever. Anyway, that's my idea. And that's how you can hook up Rotoviz to everything else. But what are you trying to do here, man? And I can probably... Whoa. Oh, you're a same sheet maniac. Okay. Oh, you got some stuff going on in here, huh? So this is what you got from DLF, right? Really, how big is this column heading? Difference from current, yeah, okay. So this is the one you're struggling to. Okay, I see what you're doing there. Hey, C plant. Damn, what a crit! I know you still. I like. What do you need, man? Yep. Yeah. I know how to VLOOK onto other sheets. What other sheets? And don't VLOOKUP. Do index match. And it's pretty easy, by the way. You just, like sheet 2. Oh, that's easy. You just write it, and while you're in the formula, just go to the other sheet, and it'll do this little asterisk thing, so it knows which sheet it's meant to be working in. It was on my previous example, too. You don't know how to index match? Like, brother. Index match, it's actually easier than VLOOKUP. Like, actually, and more versatile and better. Hang on. I know you're not going to go watch it and learn it now, but it's real easy. Like, I got you, man. That's the video for how to index match, and believe me, it's a lifesaver. And again, I've got that formula active in the one I sent you, so you could probably figure it out from that. But what are we trying to do here? We're trying to get draft round? Like this draft round? Also, you don't have draft rounds? By draft round, do you mean fantasy draft round? I'll show you how I was doing it. I had it preloaded, basically. It was another cheat. As all mine are. All right, so I had, probably shouldn't have, but I had this converter tab listed, and literally just assuming a 12-team draft, I wrote a little just math out and told it to count everything between 1 and 12 as 1, and everything between 13 and 24 as 2, and so I've already got that preset. And to look up draft round, I literally just asked it to go look up their rank and list their draft. And I just had, it's already, the formula's in there, if you can see it. It's just looking up that tab, looking for what round that particular rank of player should be. And so what we can do is, let me copy this for you. And if you want it based on a 14-team draft or whatever, then we just have to redo the settings. But let me show you something. I mean, it's a cheat, but it works. So, you know. NFL draft round. Yeah, you're gonna have to have this linked up some way to a data set that has draft round and the names or the substitute form. I mean, we can do it that way, but you're gonna get ID should be the focus if you really want to start linking up DLF ADP to other stuff. But yeah, I tell you what, let's import some draft data, shall we? So we'll go over to my database. And how easy to do this? What's the easiest way of doing this? Let me make a sheet here. Player over the draft pick, draft year, why not? Because that should all be the same. We'll make our own sheet. Those are all quarterbacks. And you see this now has the college ID in there. So if we had the college ID in there, we could just index match it. But we don't. How was I doing it? What did I go up to? Draft pick, NFL position, and draft year. All right. Give me a second here. Actually, I can see the chat posting, but just let me get this bit done. So essentially, we're just taking the part of the NFL or the college database that we need, putting it in a separate sheet. You could do this a bunch of different ways, but we're just going to copy and paste it. Stupid, yeah, add. Thank you. That's wide receiver. Now we just need tight end. So I literally just copied and pasted the first, how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 columns across all the positional tabs. Now I'll copy and paste this. And what I'm actually going to do is to copy to an existing sheet. What was your sheet called? I think it was this one. Let's hide that so we don't confuse anyone who goes and look at the database right now. Where's your link? There it is. Here we are. And you see my copy that came up? There we go. All right. So if you want draft round, we can just go index. And again, I know you don't know how to index match, but you could VLOOKUP this just as easy if you really want to stick to that heathenish formula. And you see the way I'm looking up different sheets literally just by clicking onto that sheet when I need it to. I like there's no fanciness to it. You just go where you need to select the column. I'll lock the columns here. Don't be confused by the little dollar signs. It's just so it doesn't slide around on me. Yeah, it's a lot easier, man. You can use VLOOKUP for it if you want, but there we go. You've got VLOOKUP formula in here already, yeah. You see why it's not looking up Josh Jacobs? That's weird. Did I not get running backs? Is that the problem? I'm turning on a filter literally so I can see. Yeah, we got. Oh, no. Yeah, we got running backs in here. Why didn't Josh Jacobs come with us? Hang on, what draft year was Josh Jacobs? I don't know off the top of my head. 2019? Joshua Jacobs. You see, that's why we need IDs. But there we go. And that's the kind of manual shit you'll have to do to correct these errors. Like DJ Moore, it's going to be DJ Moore. And honestly, because I just copied this over, once you get all those linked up, you could import CFB IDs and then you could really help me out by, let me have that. Because this is a lot of manual work. You see these errors? That's why I want to hook up the IDs before I try this shit. And yeah, and Michael Thomas will probably be wrong because I'm guessing an abbreviation, or he's listed as Mike or Michael, or there were two Michael Thomases in that draft. And that's the type of manual shit that we don't like. But yeah, that's kind of what you'll have to do because we don't have IDs hooked up to DLF yet. Or I don't. Like Jeff Thomas just isn't going to have data. And let me show you what I mean by the ID, because if we add a column in here, call it ID, and we can even use the same formula that I just wrote over here, but switch what I'm looking for. Instead of looking for draft data, we could actually hook up college ID, and then you wouldn't have to do any of that shit because the college IDs are already, in there. And then we could just look through ID instead of name. And the minute you have all those IDs straightened up, then you'll never need them again if you hold them on those names. But did you see what I did there, by the way? This is all from the college database, right? And it took me like 3 seconds to get it over here. The way I did it is to go to a college database, literally copy and paste the pieces I needed, but you could all delete the things that you don't, because my copy is forever and your copy can be redone. And then once I had that ready, I just right-clicked on the sheet itself, and you go to copy to existing spreadsheet, and then I found the spreadsheet that I wanted to send it to, and Google send that straight away. And so, like, you can import this to any spreadsheet you want, or your version of it to any spreadsheet you want, and add it to different data sets. But I highly recommend, again, like getting those IDs hooked up so you don't have to keep correcting these manual errors every time. Like DeAndre Swift isn't working because that spelling's wrong, by the way. Even I recognize that spelling is wrong. I don't know where it's looking, though. It's looking in E25. Oh, you've got it hidden. That's right. Oh, yeah, that's why, because the substitute formulas move. I'll tell you something. I'll show you something else I do as well. In order to narrow the number of errors I have to correct, I use an if error formula, copy and paste the exact same formula, double it up, and therefore, if it gets an error, it's going to run this second formula. And so instead of running it on this ID column or this name column that you've got, you can run it on an alternative, which would be, in this case, E, just in case the original format or the other format works. And then you're actually checking it twice using two different names. Anyway, I don't think that's going to fit Swift, though, because I don't have him listed that way. Yeah. Yeah, it did. Look. You see, I actually have him listed with the apostrophe, and so, yeah. I'll do that for the other ones too, dude. But combining if error or an if formula with this kind of shit gets really useful. So that's a good one to use too. Because you can run the same thing multiple times using different names or different version of the name instead of... It just cuts down on the number of manual shit you got to do. I'm rewriting your formula here, by the way, dude. It's been so long since I used VLOOKUP, I probably wouldn't get it right anymore. So if we go to if error, unfortunately, StreamYard won't let me zoom on this enough that any of you can see most of this shit I'm doing. I just realized. Hang on. That's as good as I got. So you see I use the if error formula and I just combined the formula a second time, and then I used a different column to look up the names for, which is over here. So I'm searching it once through the F, and then I'm searching it once through the E as well. You're still going to get errors because such is the nature of this shoot, but you'll get less as hopefully. There we go. And again, if you can hook up the IDs, that means you won't get so many manual errors whenever you try and import data from one of my other sheets or whatever, because you can use the ID instead, and the IDs should be perfect in this data set that you're building right here. The only problem with it is where we're manually substituting. There we go. Where we're manually importing DLF ADP, and we could, use the import function since you have a subscription to DLF to actually bring it in. But I normally don't fool with stuff like that, just because my internet sucks enough as it is. But you could, and therefore import it that way. So hopefully that's a little help for you, dude. Yeah, that's fine. You saw how I just combined them on the fly, but yeah, the NFL one should do it as well. I don't know. Do I have the IDs in the NFL one yet, though? Because I mean to upload them there. Someone nerd shamed me for not including the IDs. So I don't think I do. I'll next time I include it because I think Connor's already asked for me to include like the height and weight in the NFL database. So when I update for that, I'll include the IDs in here as well. Because that's the thing, because I already have them hooked up to RotoViz. If we can hook them up to DLF, we can just dance between all three sources like no one's watching or something. I don't know if anyone notices that, but I have all these columns hidden. That's probably where the ID used to be. And that's number of top 5, top 12, top 24 seasons, the year they broke out at that level, the year in the database, which I find to be a really useful column for players that, I don't have their rookie seasons. But yeah, I'll add the IDs to this one as well, because I already have it, again, and where IDs are forever if you maintain them, I can always import them, and then we can hook them up through the IDs, and then we'll have DLF hooked up, and, we'll have a dance party. It'll be fun. Just me and you dancing in the rain, AK. Be fun. But then we'll give it to the rest of the Discord, is the idea. Yeah, it's Josh for Joshua. I'm just catching up with you here. MT is wrong again, probably because of a similar reason. Yeah, there's 2 Michael Thomases. Yeah. The only way to fix that is to manually change it in this data set so it gets the ID right, and then we can just flow from the ID afterwards. Or you can delete the Southern Miss Michael Thomas, I guess, if you don't want to. Or like essentially all the ID is adding identifiers on the names, and you could do that in this data set as well. Just to get it to look up. Yep, we figured that one out, Tommy. Appreciate it. So I got a little work done here. Hopefully I helped you out, AK. And I definitely want to keep working on this, but I didn't get any of the things I planned to get done. Put it that way. I've got to write this up. I got to add more ways of creating regression formulas so we can use it in the projection model, actually, because this is a regression to the mean formula from Zinger. This is his idea on it, actually broken down into its constituents parts, and I thought it'd be really interesting. But yeah. I haven't gone back and finished hooking up player IDs here, but I need to really. Looks like I got most of them. Henry Ruggs, Tua, Caleb. Caleb got to fuck my fucking ID because I can't find his ID yet, or I haven't got it hooked up in the main data, apparently. Yeah, he does. There it is. I mean, chill past Pete. We'll figure it out. You know what I mean? I am very dramatic when things don't go right in terms of my Excel formula writing. Small screen, because I got to get out of here soon, so I don't know how much work I'm going to. How do I get in your Discord? Are you sub to Patreon? If so, contact me on there. I'll send you the link. It's a Patreon Discord. It's like one of the few things that those brave souls who support me get, like regular access to see me tilt late at night while I'm working on data, basically. In fact, I get taught more math in that Discord than I teach. Just pushing that out there. Also, I get taught more about sheets than I teach in that Discord. It's just it's been a pretty fun place. I mean, yeah, Nick, if you're in the Discord right now, there are a bunch of those players that are worth picking up. Nico Collins is probably going to get draft capital. Seth Williams, I actually like and may get draft capital. Kalen Hill, Jamar Jefferson, like, I don't know why I'm talking to you like you're here when you're actually in Discord, but like, Bo is interesting. Sorry, I'm talking to Discord right now. I know that's rude, but there you go. Yeah, also DeAndre Swift, if he's listed with, and various other players, if they're listed with the like DeAndre Swift is listed with that little apostrophe in his name most places, and it removes it, and that causes some trouble too. AK. Yeah, I'm listening to a rock version of Frozen. Give me a break. What if I use substitute future on all the draft? Look, yeah, it's an amazing formula. I've written similar, but that one's as in depth as I've ever seen. But you're always going to have problems with names, especially when you're going back more than 4 years. It's just a nightmare. And like I said, I literally sat down and for a year, gradual grinding, hooked up names to actual IDs and corrected all those manual errors just to start the database. I would get that done first instead of getting so deep in that you have to spend like literally 3-4 hours a day for almost a year to fix it all once, because you get everything the way you want it. You import a bunch of different data, and then you realize you just can't keep manually fixing everything anymore because you have a life. And it's actually easier to buy once, cry once with IDs and hook them up to an ID you have other places that can always refresh because CFB is forever, obviously. And you still got work to do in Excel using IDs, but it's not as nightmarish as long as you maintain it. And it does take some maintenance. I mean, I know videos aren't forever on YouTube apparently, but like that's my whole thing in the how to make a database. Like my main push is set up an ID system or get IDs and hook them up to player names in all their different variants. The substitute formula is excellent for helping you with that to start off, but you're always going to have problems. Like I still have problems, and I have at least half of my sources of data hooked up to a common ID. It's a nightmare, man. I wish every site used the same format of every name for every player and the same identifier, but they're not. We're all just cats out here. We do not walk together. What are you sorry about, C-Plant? Like every time you comment, I feel like I've done something wrong for you. By the way, hey, the angle. I'm just gonna call you the angle. The eagle, probably. Appreciate it. What are you sorry for, man? Seriously, you good? You message me. What? You message me? Awesome. And it's not like a super secret, you got to message me. It's just that way I have a way of sending you the direct link to Patreon. It should, if you ever do sign up to Patreon, it should, when you sign up, a box should pop up and it should have a link to Discord thing right there. But lots of people miss it, to be honest. Sorry, I got a cat trying to break in. I mean, don't get me wrong. I play with IDs and I just use names and I use substitute formulas and other types of modifiers. But normally I only do it when I'm grabbing a quick sample size these days and I don't want to get too deep into the weeds, or it's just a couple years of data, so there aren't so many repeats or errors when you just look up through name. But if you're trying to do something that you're going to always want to look at and it's going to go forward into the future, I strongly recommend, especially if you're using my data, like the CFB ID and the PFR ID, I definitely have linked up right now to the NFL and the college database at least. And that way you can just easily import from both of them. And that's mainly because of Matt Spencer and Tanho, who helped me out maintaining, keeping those IDs and linking them up. Like, it takes a village, I guess, to keep me happy. Sorry for teaching you so much, Matt. Yeah. Don't be like, I need to learn stuff, and like, I know a lot of shit that I prefer to pretend I don't know, and sometimes I don't know it. I like to keep it vague. Like regression stuff, I know, but I do have to constantly relearn it. So it's just, you know, I've been looking at regression since I was a nipper. But it's always good to relearn. Actually, I still have a bunch of those things that you sent me because it's been a while since I refreshed the regression knowledge. So I've been watching that video. Mathematicians need to get woke with the jokes. I'll say that. But it was a very good video. A clean explanation of what z-score is and everything else. Where can my rookie ranks? Okay. You're welcome. I got beeping and I can't tell if it's Discord or the chat. Hey, fan the Discord. I can open your eyes. All right, that's why Tommy Moe's on my schedule. He's part of the Undraftables stream for that. When did we say? 11 p.m. on Thursday. I'm also on DLF from like 10:30ish. Just again to announce that to anyone that's interested. I'm also going to hop back on DLF at the end of the draft. I've decided that should be fun for them. They're definitely not looking forward to that, but there you go. Hey, where's all my scheduling? Yeah, Friday, like midnight. And then I'm going on the Roto Underworld pod day 2, 10 to 11. And there's someone else. I swear there's someone else, but I cannot find them anywhere. Ow. Wrong tab. I swear there's someone else I'm meant to be on their podcast. Or their live stream, or their something. I'm just going to keep signing up for DLF 15-minute segments, by the way, just to ignore Addison. And because if I've got nowhere else to be, I may as well be there. I'm gonna get out here in just a second. I gotta like do some chores before I run off to work. I am disappointed with the amount of work I didn't get done, but I do think this is going to be useful if I work on it a little bit. As the draft goes, I'm just going to note down who gets taken and hook it up with an ID, and that should make the database update with draft capital quicker. Right now, it's a little meh. It's a little boring looking. I think we're just going to have a formula in here, but it's not going to work very well. I just can't wait to be king. Stand in the spotlight. Whenever it breaks, I'll just go and do it manually. I highlight everything that's got an active formula in it in yellow, by the way. That's why the gaudy yellow is all over my sheets, so I know which ones have to be saved or made permanent or whatever. So say, no. Who's going to go 101? Jamar Chase, you said? No. Yeah. Works. Just looking up the CFB IDs for me, so at least I'll have that set up. This is where I used to scrape draft grades from, by the way, for my film aspect. And they just keep changing the scale too often. And where they don't have apparently a history tab of it anymore, it's kind of useless anyway. I'll have to check that out later. Oh, not right now, Jeff. Please. Twice, really? All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here so I can do some stuff. But yeah, hopefully this is going to become more of a regular thing. Hopefully I'm going to be streaming earlier, like between 9 and 12. Definitely on Mondays for the Monday grind, where I work on statistics. But where I'm thinking about making streaming more regular and making stream basically me working on statistics. Still trying to talk to people in the chat and answer questions whenever you like, obviously. But I have to combine my research with streaming or streaming with research, or one of them's got to get cut down. So instead, I'm thinking, why don't I expand streaming but make it while I'm working? And that way I can cut some time out of my schedule by combining the two. And then I can, spend time with my family sometimes a little bit, and make separate YouTube content. So far, I can't get OBS to work the way I want. Every time I try and use it, the lag gets too bad. And where I'm showing sheets, and after the draft, I want to start building a projection model on stream. The consistency of the visual, the actual video, is going to be more useful than the things I can do with the screen in OBS for right now, until I can figure that out. That's where we're at. So yeah, that also means I get to stream straight to Periscope, if that's still a thing, and Twitch. I would say, though, that if you're talking to me in the chat on Twitch or Periscope or YouTube, I can see it through StreamYard, but there's a whole bunch of stuff you can interact with on Twitch that I cannot see through StreamYard. Like if you sub, if you bits is a thing, if you gift subscriptions, I can't see it. So like I'm probably going to have to do a thing at the start of every stream where I'm like, if you do something like that, let me know in the chat. Because so far, I can't integrate those things into StreamYard, and I can't get OBS to function smoothly. So that's where we're at. But let me know. Yeah, you know my schedule probably better than I do for the draft, and I'm adding more appearances. I've taken some time off, literally, because I just want to kind of roll around in this draft a little bit and have fun. And after the draft, we'll be building a projection model on stream. So that's my idea, anyway. I kind of rebuild mine every year, but I thought it would be fun to start from scratch. It won't be the one probably that I'll end up using, but I thought it might be fun because I get questions about it all the time. And it would give you some sort of goal on stream instead of me randomly talking. Yeah. Okay, he's having trouble finding this one sheet, but it's listed right here. I mean, top of the Discord in the sheet links, the database links, all these links work. These are the links. Anyway, I'm getting out of here. Thanks again for checking it out. If you did, I guess, and all the people talking in chat and making me look at their spreadsheets, I really appreciate it. I don't think if I manage to get to it, I'm going to be working on statistics, and the idea is I'm going to get down here to work on them in the morning. So maybe we'll start doing, but I don't want to schedule them. Like the Monday grind is a Monday grind, it's happening. But the Tuesday grind, I don't know. Keep an eye out, I guess. If I go live, I'm gonna try and do that pretty consistently most mornings from now on. Because I want to work on statistics, and I may as well stream when I'm doing it instead of trying to separate the two out, like I said. So yeah, check it out. Thanks for checking it out if you have, and I will see you again next Monday, if no other time. Well, actually, this week I will see you Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, talking about the draft at some locations. The Undroppables, definitely Roto Underworld, definitely the DLF live stream as well. So check those out. Thanks. I'm gonna go now, I swear. Bye.